Courtney, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Courtney? Oh, loud and clear you can. I am so glad. What are you doing? I just figured I would give a trial run before, you know, I set all my moderators, which of course will be you, darling, and see how it works out. What are you doing? What are you doing? You'll hear him because the more I talk, the more he thinks I'm talking to him, the little dope, or he gets jealous, one or the other. I can't believe we are the only ones here. That may be a good thing, especially since I am not absolutely positive what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying, Courtney? You know what I wanted to talk about, Court? What? Oh, thank you. You are such a doll. I wanted to talk about, you know how everything has been going crazy on YouTube and this one doesn't like that one and all that kind of crap. Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what we're grateful for. And I have to say, I myself have a lot to be grateful for. If I really sit back and think about it, and I just tripped over my own tongue, excuse me. Are we the only ones here? I can't even see people. Vanessa, hey, hon. I'm trying to see. I can't see who's here or not, but I'm a dope and I'm new at this. So forgive me, guys. Forgive me. Oh, there's 7 watching now. I wonder why I can't see it besides being a dope. But anyway, Thanksgiving is coming. And of course, who's celebrating Thanksgiving this year? Everybody? Anybody? Who's cooking? Do you cook, Courtney, Thanksgiving, or do you go somewhere? What about you, Vanessa? I'm not sure where you're from, hon. If you're from a different country, I don't know if you guys celebrate Thanksgiving. Come on, you slackers. Who's celebrating? Anybody? Only me? Hoo hoo. I'm not looking forward to all the dishes, but I am looking forward to what I'm grateful for. Hey, hey, hey. Please, please, please tell me if Heidi is really moving in with Sammy. If so, when, or is that a fabricated lie? Well, I have to say this. There are quite a bit of tall stories going on over there, but I guess the plan is, as far as I know, that yes, Heidi is going to move in over there and all of their worlds are going to be flipped upside down. So I hope they all have fun with that. Oh, I read your comment, hon. Please read my comment above. Or did I miss the one about Sammy and Heidi? Let me see. So, as far as I know, that's the plan with that family. I do feel bad for their daughter because, let's face it, the average family doesn't have extra partners. So, that's going to be a little confusing. Who's cooking, Court? Oh, you cook or this year? Your mill? Who's your mill? Oh, your mother-in-law. Oh, you lucky girl. That's all right. I have a lot of family to help cook. We'll all do it together. Courtney, really? That is great. That is great. Do you know how soon? Heidi just does not know what she's getting herself into, I don't think. I don't think so either. If, Vanessa, you're such a doll. Hey, if you go by what they are saying and the story that they are telling, Heidi's not sure what a healthy relationship looks like. So to her, she may think that's what it looks like, Sammy, but that's far from healthy. And if it's true, I do feel bad for Heidi, but you have to live and learn. That's right, Courtney. Sometimes you have to live and learn. Stewie, Mother Fooker, how are you? So, yeah, sometimes you just have to learn the hard way, you know. And if people don't allow others to experience negative consequences, then, it takes them much longer to get the idea. It's unfortunate, but it's a fact. If everybody, that's the big problem that I see over there. Marie, how are you, hon? How are the children? Do you celebrate Thanksgiving, Marie, in your country? So, what I was saying before is if you really don't allow somebody to experience the negative consequences of their action, and you're always a go between and trying to make it better, what you're actually doing, most of us know, is you're enabling them to continue. Oh, no Thanksgiving over there? Aw. Well, I guess if you think about it, you can always be grateful for things every single day. You don't have to have one specific day. But what are you guys grateful for? I am just so grateful for my family and my friends. Truly, I am. Hey, Crystal, am I for real? Well, they might celebrate something similar. The gratitude part of it. How would I know? I'm not from Ireland. Some of them celebrate Christmas, some don't. Nosy, how are you, darling? To ruin those wiper blades? Every year I ruin wiper blades. Every single year. And every year I say, I am not going to turn the wipers on until the ice is completely clear off my windshield. But I end up ruining them. So, anyway. Hey, and I have to say, Crystal, I wish I had my crystal ball, but I don't. Are you cooking, Nosy, at your house? Theodora. Oh, thank you. I wonder, the truth really is the only thing I think Sammy ever did get right is, if I'm possibly doing too many of them. Marie, the only thing with Sammy is here's what I hate to foresee something like this. Vanessa, I'm from London and I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Oh, hey, that's very nice. I'm grateful for my family that we have full custody, husband, amazing job. He's working all winter. Oh, that's great. That's really great. You saw whose face? Marie? Oh, be quiet. You know I'm glitchy. Nosy. Not enough. I'm glad that you do think that way, Theodora. It's just so disheartening when you're making these videos and you're trying to put it out in the open. Oh, Marie, I saw that. Did you hear that, Marie? I cannot stand that. She was calling her cat. Well, was she calling her cat when she fell and she was, woke up in the shower with her face on the floor? That's right, Nosy, glitchy and bitchy. That's us, hon. The Coco and Loco show. That's right. That's us too, unfortunately. But Irish Marie was just saying there that Sammy's face is all cut up and bumped into. She fell. Yeah, she fell. She said she was banging her face in a wall looking for her deceased cat, which, come on. Come on. It is so apparent. And Homestead Tessie, who gave her money, probably just added to that, injury on her face, whether she likes to believe that or not, which that's a whole different subject, guys. I am going to do a video on that because if you all notice, I made a video and defended Homestead Tessie, and I'm quite aggravated at that whole situation. All of us have black hearts because we don't fall for Sammy's BS, which is ridiculous. A seance with who, Nosy? Remind me never to attend a seance. Mayan Marie? Are you talking about me? That is so nice. Thank you. The whole thing with Tessie gave her $70. Yes, and don't ask me, Marie, how I ended up the villain, when I was the only one who stuck up for her, but somehow I am. And I am going to probably respond to her comments in a video because I don't appreciate that at all. That wasn't right. Nosy, you said she hit her face looking for her dead cat. That's what she said. But her cat has only been dead for I don't know how long. And Marie, since you're following her too, did you catch that little clip where her daughter was creating for sale signs for the cats? Now, I'm just bringing it up. I don't know. I'm just saying. She did. I find that interesting. Absolutely, Nosy, 100%. I agree with that. Hey, Cheryl. It's sad, but an addict will find. Yes, when you're in active addiction, to them, it's like life or death, pretty much to them. They will do whatever they have to do to continue getting their drugs of choice. Courtney says, yes, I saw you say something about sticking up for that woman and she turned around. Absolutely. Yes, she did. And she said, I was the one with the black heart. Irish, that's terrible. Another commenter said she acted more distraught over her cat's death than her grandmother's, who, by the way, is still in the funeral home. Cheryl Gibson says, and the bruises are a warning sign that something bad is going to happen. Cheryl, yes, it's not going well. She's escalating. Everything with Sammy is escalating, and anyone that would step into that mess is absolutely out of their mind. And in my opinion, you know, Sammy's just putting the old act on to keep Tessie around. Tessie can do something for her. Homestead Tessie, that is. I am. Yes, Courtney. Yes. I've, you know, I've worked with people who suffer from addiction, and it doesn't matter who they are. To them, it's like a survival thing. They'll do whatever they have to do. So Irish Marie says, and her sister that died of lung disease 6 months after being diagnosed. Oh. You're going back to work, Stewie. Excuse me, I have the day off. Thank you for stopping over. It's good to see you, hon. Let me see. What happened to Sammy's face? Well, according to you, Lottie, yes. That's it. She went looking for her cat and she was sleepwalking. She wasn't, 3 sheets to the wind. She was sleepwalking, calling her cat. She's so full of it. And did you hear all those people, Marie? Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. It's like I cannot believe. I mean, denial is truly an unconscious thing, but give me a break. It's like right there. You can see it. You can see what's going on. What can you do? Courtney, 6 years. You go, girl. See? And I'll bet you too never knew you had it in you to be that strong. Now you know. Now you know you have strength. You are a wise ass. Well, he's alive. He's hanging out with Michael Jackson. VHS. Hey, girl, what is going on? Hey, by the way, let me go back up here in the chat. Forgot what she said already. Can you guys believe my bird is not making a sound? All right, so let me just get this out here. Whether you guys celebrate Thanksgiving or not, what are some of the things you are the most grateful for in your lives? Have you ever really thought of that? Sometimes when we're really down and life is just getting to you, we can think of 50,000 awful things that happen in a day. Oh, thank you, VHS. Thank you very, very much. But when things are going wrong, like I said, and everything, you're just so aggravated, we forget the small things. Well, I do. It depends. Who's milking you? Because you did say VHS. We had that conversation in TMs. Now you have me wondering. Eyesight? Hmm. I wish I could be grateful for my hindsight, but I guess I can't. My children, my grandchildren, my hubby, my health. Ah, yeah, those are the things. And your kids, like, you know, Courtney has younger ones. Iris Marie has younger ones. Sometimes they drive you up a wall. They can make you or break you, but life just would never be the same without them. I'm thankful for watching some of these live streams. I know. Did you ever take a look over there at Sammy's? She's like, and all these people are lurking. I only want to get the facts, honey. I don't think she's entertaining at all. She'll walk and guys, she'll walk right off and take off. She doesn't care. Fall asleep on stream, eat with her mouth full. She does not care. That's right. Every day you wake up is a good day. Aw, I know. Just every once in a while, especially when I'm covering people like Sammy or, you know, Joy, Sparkles. You're like, holy shit, these people are so negative and nasty. And how about that Ruru? I'm like, are you out of your freaking mind? So who do you think you're scaring, you fool? Lottie can't watch Sammy. I slammed my own face into the desk. She's terrible. How about when she sings? And people are like, oh, I love that song. Oh, please. So Cheryl Gibson says, who sings and cries for almost 2 weeks over a cat? She even passed out singing to her dead cat. I hate to say this, but I'm not sure I believe it. I just really don't. Her birthday's coming and it seems to be one chaotic event after another. She lost her channel a year ago and she's bumping her face and she wants to go on holiday. It's just one thing after another with her, and you really can't believe anything she says. Oh, thanks, Courtney. It is true. It's true, though. I have her on in the background, hoping when I want to do a video to catch her. And you always can get her doing something because she's just not together at all. Uh, But one of the things I hope you know, Marie, I did call her out when she said that about your kids back then. I really did. I don't, she drags little innocent kids into her twisted little world. I can't stand that. Cheryl, how about her neighbor's fire? Or is it because she needs money for Christmas? Isn't, the thing that happens when you cry wolf too much? That's exactly what happens. You wonder, you question everything. And when she said right in a live stream that her daughter was making signs for cats for sale, you really wonder. Lottie says that doll was creepy as if. It was a cute doll, but the whole thing of it is, it's like, girl, get your grandmother out of the funeral parlor. Fix your toilet. Like, they have no common sense at all. Cheryl says, has she shown proof of the fire? No. No, she has not. But I'm sure she could, clip a picture from somewhere or go to someone else's house that has nothing to do with her. Exactly. Exactly, Care. You cannot believe a word she says. Yeah, I noticed that too, Cheryl. She seems to use material things and believes that's what makes a good mother. It's not. It's not. And that whole thing, her daughter didn't know how to take care of her personal hygiene. I don't believe that either. I just don't. If she could go overnight, she can take care of her own hygiene, apparently. And nosy, have you ever seen that a lot of women, yes, it's bribery. Guys, if you have ever looked, and I'm not saying this applies to Sammy, of course, but, I'm saying in general, a lot of women, and if mothers are abusers, that is one of the ways in which they abuse their children in the bathroom, helping them. So that was eye opening to read. Gifts or hush money. Yeah. And she gave it to her right away. Lottie, Sammy doesn't even have super chat. She wants people to PayPal her. And if you notice, her wifey still has her PayPal under her streams. And I do believe, I'm not sure, but I believe that's against terms of service, that you're really not supposed to do that. I could care less. But if you all will notice, she has Heidi's PayPal under there, but her neighbors that allegedly, were burned out of their home, she's not doing anything to try to help them. It's my birthday week. Oh, Lottie, I know. Is that? Get out of here. That is so disgusting. Courtney Mark says, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. I didn't think so either. I really did not. She's not her wifey. She's not her fiance. Look what that whole. Where is the father of this kid? Nosy, he's right there. He's there. But, obviously his thinking is a little warped because no one that was healthy, emotionally healthy in their mind is going to stand around and just deal with that. She does make it to the shops almost every other day. Cheryl, it is. It really is. It is creepy. You're not supposed to talk about Patreon, even though. Oh, I see. Oh, my battery's running out. Is it? Ah! Wouldn't that be awful? Nosy, really. Because I am going to eventually put it up. I happen to have some information where she offered a 12-year-old to go in a hangout with her. That is extremely inappropriate. That's why I hope all parents realize this. Not everyone on every platform is okay. Just because they're women by no means they are healthy. Now, everybody in the chat, what would you do if you found out an adult was offering your 12-year-old daughter to come in a private hangout? Is that insanity? No, but Courtney, you can like them and think they're cute, but she buys them for herself. And not only that, it appears she doesn't want her daughter to touch them. I could see if you had a channel you want to, with a bunch of children watching, then give it to the kids. Give it to your kid when you're finished making the video. We'd be boxing. Nosy, are you still there? Because what would you guys really do? What would you do? Yes, call the FBI. Absolutely. That's right. Call some authorities, figure out the FBI. That's perfect. Because that is insane. Why would you ever want to speak to a child that is not yours in private? Good for you, Nosy. Yeah, there probably is a delay. How does my microphone sound okay? I've been trying to go in different spots to find the perfect one, but it might just be my computer. Who knows? If it is, then we're in trouble. That's right, Courtney. I'd be going, that's right. You ever ask my kid, there's going to be some trouble. Thank you, Lady Blue Eyes. Oh, I'm so glad. I think I finally found the spot. At first, I thought it was the microphone. Then I thought it was the cable, because the truth is, I really am glitchy. I'm not going to ever say I am a pro at what I do. Not on here, I'm not. Maybe in other areas, not on here. That was disgusting when she offered that child. And what really bothers me is if there are a bunch of other adults in there and no one said anything, what does that tell you? Not one person said. I have to say, she has one that continuously has said to her, don't have kids on the streams. Cheryl Gibson says when Sammy was telling the story about the fire, she couldn't even look at the camera, and her body language told the truth. Yes. Vanessa McCready says, I'd call the police. Absolutely. That's right. Because if you're calling a child in a hangout, that's private. That's like one-on-one. And according to the FBI or some other such place, credible place, they said once someone makes contact with your child, like on a phone, that is right before they offer to meet them in person. Normally, that I don't remember exactly where I got that information from, but it was credible. So if anybody wants to talk to your child on the phone or, oh, Nosy says people are so stupid. They buy her nice lady routine. Listen, how can they buy that? Do they not hear her? They do count on trust. That's 100%. 100%. Hey, I don't know. She says that's right. She openly states that she wants to be found by all the children. She wants to be their friends. Yes, she does. How many times have you heard her say, well, They wanted me to open a school. Dave Canterbury. I don't even know who Dave Canterbury is, but I guess he's big in the bushcrafting. She's just a poser. Well, according to Homestead Tessie, Courtney, I just have a black heart. And any of us who think that what Sammy does with her child is inappropriate, we're just black souled people. You know that, right? There must be a lot of us then. There's a lot of us. I just can't believe that any person would think, any person, whether you thought there was, I don't want to say the word, you know what, going on. How could you think that was healthy, emotionally healthy for an 11-year-old girl? There's no way. Oh, you didn't ask who? Oh, I don't know, Courtney. We're just all weirdos, I guess. Cheryl Gibson says, and why does Sammy's husband not seem to care? Let me tell you, no grown man would put up with it. Absolutely, that's right. He probably has more than likely his own thing going on. Ida, no, she did not. Did she say that? Well, that's too bad. Oh, get out of here. That child knows enough not to bother Sammy too much while she's on a live stream. Give me a break. And that's right, Courtney, and it's sad. Nosy, I don't think so. I think it has something to do with the money. He gets paid by the government to be her carer. You know, we don't I've never seen that in United States. Here, I'm going to give you money to take care of your own family. I don't know, so do I. And I think every single, she's always got some kind of chaos surrounding her. And, you know, where she wants people to feel sorry for her and donate. And Homestead Tessie gave her the opportunity to fall asleep and bang her face around. So I'm glad she's happy with that. Courtney, I agree. I agree. And I also, we all want to buy our children things, all of us. But if you had plumbing, your toilet hanging off the wall and you're going in a porta potty, or your grandmother is still in a funeral parlor, are you going to buy your child a doll that costs hundreds? Or are you going to, I don't know, get your grandmother and bury her? It just doesn't make sense. Cheryl, the problem is any kind of a, if someone has a mental illness, a personality disorder, emotional, any of that, if you are addicted to some kind of substance, that's just going to exacerbate all of your symptoms. So you don't know where one ends and the other begins. It's really difficult. No, she doesn't look like her daughter. I think it's a cute doll, but it does not look at her daughter. Absolutely not, Cheryl. No. And if you give your child, I don't know, maybe you guys have a different opinion. I always felt like if you continuously give them everything, and if something is going wrong with them, you always fix it for them, they're not going to learn the coping skills. And let's face it, in this world, you have got to have some coping skills or you're going to have a really hard time with life. In a way, Courtney, I understand what you're saying. And we all want to help our kids when they're upset and things like that, but sometimes they have to learn how to work it out on their own. Vanessa says, I do not feel sorry for Sammy Prepper. She's a fully grown adult and knows what she's doing. Absolutely. And I believe she slips and she says a lot of things on stream that they're just not paying attention to. And that's right. I don't know. No, they do not. They absolutely do not. Every person that has a mental illness behave that way. They don't. And nosy, that's right. And when you're a kid, it's going to make you happy for that moment. But really, the setup is you're setting your child up to think they can have everything they want. And when they're grown into an adult and they realize life is just not that way, what's going to happen? They're going to have a really hard time. What? She does, Cheryl. And they must have her on and they're not really paying attention. They're not catching what she's saying. Yes, Cheryl. And she should have kept the doll for Christmas. It's only a month away. That's right, Nosy. That's right. You learn what's important. You do. And I would hate to see any of my kids grow up to be adults and not be able to handle a small setback, to make it into such a big deal production. And that's what she does because she wants people to feel sorry for her. Mm, you're right, Nosy. You're right. I have to say, that's another thing I'm thankful for. I am. Very, very thankful that my kids have grown into healthy, happy adults, that know how to navigate the world. Mm, hush gifts. That's terrible. And I don't know if I hear one more time. Nosy and I both have lost pets that we had for years recently. And you feel bad and you grieve, but you don't bring it up constantly and you don't have 11-hour live streams about it. Oh, I don't know. I'm so sorry. And yes, you wouldn't. Oh, that's so sad. Life is hard sometimes. So nosy, are you cooking? We're all coming to your house because I don't want to. But I have enough family. They're going to take the brunt of it. I know. I know, Courtney. I'm very lucky. I truly am. I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm not saying that was all my doing, though I'd like to. It also has to do with a lot of things: genetics, environment. Oh, I must not have saw that. 12 people. Oh, you have more than I do. And I thought, oh, I feel bad complaining. No, I wasn't really complaining. I don't know about you, but I feel like if I have people over, everything has to be perfect. And it's never going to be perfect. Never. Ah, that's right. I don't know. That's right. That's how you do it. Are you under the weather still? Oh. So I don't know. This dream came out a lot better than the last one. All right, let me count. 2, 5, 7, 8. 8. 8 is nothing compared to 12. I don't think. I know, every single year, Nosy, I used to call my mom and go, now, how did you do your whatever, sweet potatoes, and how did you do your stuffing every single year? And I knew it. I knew how to do it, but we had to talk about it for some reason. How is all her friends that protects him going to feel? I personally, Cheryl, I don't think they're going to care at all. They think, you know, they're just something else. And the things that she said, she keeps insisting she didn't say I was moo moo mouth. And I gave you all guys the timestamp. She took it down. I knew she would, but I already have it. And the one person said, oh, I don't even want to see it. I believe you. You believe a liar? Well, then good. Have at it. I don't know. Don't even feel bad about that. You are not the only one. We can always learn something. She did tell them I was moo moo mouth. She did. She straight up lied to everyone. But that's what she does. That's just how she rolls. Anybody who has half a scintilla of common sense knows. Cheryl, you heard her. I don't pay any. She's just off her rocker, and all of her followers that And some of them truly believe they're going to help her, but, you know, in my opinion, she's had these behaviors for many years, more than likely since childhood. She's not going to change. Oh, yeah. She is trying to make everyone think that I'm crazy. Well, she can try away, you know. On I what can you do? There's nothing I can do other than bring light to her behavior, which I think I've done. I have to see that, Nosy. Is that Jeffrey's new one? I would love to see it. No, and do you notice I don't know, she had to have something going on with that cat. First, she stepped on its mouth. Then she said it was her paw. Thank you, darling. I will see you soon. Then it got thrown in the cactus bushes. No one threw that cat in cactuses. Have you noticed all of her people were saying, you better take him to the vet, take him to the vet? If he really was in a cactus bush, just to make sure it's not, his wounds aren't getting infected. She's not going to do that. It's a cat. Yes, she did. She absolutely did. And then when someone asked her, or recommended that she takes the cat to a vet, because I guess some of the spikes in cactuses can be poisonous, she's not going to do that. Ah, Cheryl says, I knew something was going to happen. She was so drugged up on the stream, ended the stream. Ooh, to take her daughter to school. Minutes later, she's bleeding. See, that is very concerning to me. She's on these medications and she's driving. She says she takes 3 pills at night. And if you saw in my video when she was saying she was a good person, she's driving her daughter at 3 in the morning. That makes no sense. Oh, thank you, Courtney. Thank you. Let me see. Oh, you can call me Coco or Twisted. I don't care. Everybody here calls me Coco. Uh, yeah, I'm afraid if she drives that child in the state that she is in, that is terrible. And that car accident she was speaking about, do you guys remember that big car accident she said she had, but yet her daughter was able to, get her ballet photos taken? If it were that bad of an accident, she wouldn't be getting photos taken. I don't know, says it's worrisome, it's willful negligence. Yes. Yes, it is. And of course, if her brain is clouded and toxic, like it is when she's taking these medications, she's not thinking correctly. Lady Blue Eye says, I remember the car accident. Do you remember that? And then she said her child went and got a photo taken. How bad could the accident have been? And my question would be, were you on medication while you were driving? She takes it every day. And it says on any medication bottle to be sure before you drive any machinery to know how it's going to affect you. And we've seen how it affects her. Oh, and I don't know. I just saw that she's going to ramp it up through Christmas and New Year. Sure, she will. So everyone else can pay for her daughter to have all those things where she says she's such a great parent. Cheryl, I know. I know. Cheryl, can I ask you a question? Are you the one that has a son? That's all I'm going to say. But do you have a son? Or is that a different person? You do have a son. Okay. Um, yeah. I was just asking because, you know, I wanted to make sure that was who you were, the same person. You're new here. Well, welcome, Cheryl. Any time. Love to have you. Love to have you. And this was really just a trial run just to be sure um, that I can do a live stream. I'd like to do a lot more of them. What do you guys think? I was trying to pick a time where there wouldn't be a lot of people in case I messed it up. Because if anybody knows me, I can mess it up. Oh, I thank you, Courtney. Not sure who you were thinking of. Yes, I don't know. Good, because I really would like to. I have a little carpal tunnel, so it's hard to do those videos. My fingertips go numb. Ah, yes, absolutely. And you know what? I have to say, guys, and I truly mean this, every single follower or person that I have had, on my videos, the viewers are great. I have the best people. Truly, I do. And I'm not biased. It really is the truth. They are. I have the bomb. Um, oh, thank you, Lady Blue Eyes. This was just a kind of off the cuff because I really didn't think I was going to do it. And then I went, I have to start somewhere. I have to get this going. I don't know, says it's like we're grown-ups or something. Yes, absolutely. It's shocking. Cheryl, you're right. We're not. We're not. The average person just doesn't do those things. They don't. Vanessa, I love your picture you have there. See, the thing that's really, it's just, I don't know. It's sad all the way around, especially for the kids. See, for Sammy, I have to say, I don't see change coming in her. It has to be from those around her. Don't tolerate that. And if you're in her stream and she walks away and does those things, leave. I mean, why sit around waiting for her while she's being rude? I just don't understand that. Lady Blue Eyes, you're right. She, but the problem is everyone seems to jump in when she hits some negativity, and that's not helping her at all. She has to have consequences because in life, when you do things that are wrong, you have consequences, right? You do. We all do. If I run a stop sign and I hear whoop whoop, well, I know I screwed up and I'll think about it next time. It is enabling. You're right, ladies. You are right. And you know, the whole thing of it is in this day and age, it's not, you don't have to be ashamed that you're struggling. There's, there's no shame in struggling, but there is a shame if you're hurting everyone around you. That's where the problem comes in. Oh, they'll continue to protect her. I don't know. And now she has, she thinks she has Homestead Tessie, which Homestead Tessie is obviously has no idea what's really going on. Or she does, and she has a motive. But Lady Blue Eyes and Courtney and everybody is the problem. It is not a shame to say you're struggling at all. It's 2018. Many suffer with substance use disorders. Many people. It's like anything else. But in that regard, too, now that you guys are both in recovery, it's just not okay to hurt those around you. And if people keep continuing to fix everything, it's never going to change. You're right. I don't know. You're right. And Courtney, 100%. 100. It does. And you do have to be strong. Because it's a scary concept when you're active in addiction, thinking, okay, I know I can't do this anymore. I just can't. Ah, Lady Blue Eyes, that's excellent. That means a lot to have support, healthy support, not enabling the healthy support. I'm so glad that you guys made it. Yeah, Courtney, it's scary. It's a scary thought. And we all understand that. And Cheryl, absolutely, that's what I worry about. And then her daughter is going to find her. Her daughter is the one who had to try to roust her twice. Twice. And that's all that we know of. There were probably a lot more times. And that's going to be awful. It's going to be terrible. Cheryl, the one thing is you can absolutely understand why people are afraid. They're afraid of pain, you know, but it doesn't always have to be like that. You can go to a detox and, you know, you can get help. There's help out there. Oh, I don't know. Yes, that was so, so sad. And then Sammy to be angry at her. What did she want that child to do? You're saying, you know, on the one hand, she's saying she can't take care of her own hygiene, and then she expects her to know how to navigate a situation like that. That's insane. Ah, Lady Blue Eyes. That is so, I'm so glad to hear that because they always love you. Always. That's excellent. Hey, Rudy, what's going on, hon? What are you doing Thanksgiving? What are you grateful for this year? I'll tell you something else that's strange too, guys. I never dreamed when I started a channel that I would really make connections that I have. It's really nice. Oh, I don't know. Yes. And then she tries to change it around. You know, what are you going to do? And you know, the whole thing of it is, too, a lot of people have tried before to assist and they just saw that it was no use. Well, we're glad to have you, Rudy. I probably should get up soon since I didn't even really expect it. I am glad there are people around during the day. Who knew? Who knew? So, will you guys put in the chat if you're from the US or not, just so I have an idea, because the timing is hard because I have people from different countries too. And I'm like, when's a good time to stream? Oh, Courtney, good for you, hon. That's so good. Oh, I love the leaves. Okay, Courtney, I knew you were from the States. Rudy's from United States. How about, I don't know, are you from the States? Sandy, welcome, hon, to the chat. England. Oh, I knew you were too. Oh, it's 7 o'clock already. You're from the UK. She said, "Oops, USA." Okay. See, it's hard to figure out the times. So we'll just mess around with a few different times and see what works for us. Because I would love to see you guys. Ooh, Lady Blue Eyes. Have you watched my previous videos? Ugh. It's a little odd, that behavior. Yeah, Sandy, we're just chit chatting away because I wasn't sure. Cheryl, I plan on it, hon. I definitely want to start streaming more because, like I said, when I do a video now, my fingers get numb from carpal tunnel. AKUSA. Just here for a moment, but I love you. You have a great voice. Oh, thank you. That is so nice. did I see her bathroom incident? Oh, jeez. Which one? When she was sitting on the toilet and fell asleep and ripped it out of the wall? I didn't see that myself, no. Is that what you're talking about? Can you imagine? Aw, Rudy. You guys are sweet. Oh, yes. That was so gross. It was gross. It was. Thanks, Sandy. Ugh. And she says she didn't do that. That wasn't. And then, one of her followers gave her an out. Well, she was only kidding. Oh, come on. She was sitting down. That is so disgusting. Well, Cheryl, if you remember, she said I made fun of her physical illnesses and all that stuff. I never did that. And she tried to say I was making fun of the fact that she had no hair up her nose. No, I wasn't. She was picking her nose, like digging for gold. 5-year-olds know. Don't pick your nose. Use a tissue. Thank you. Oh, she does that. Cheryl, just like in this last video of mine, she keeps saying that I cut parts out. I did cut, and I will try to cut any vulgarities out because I want to be family friendly, if you know what I mean, according to YouTube. However, she insisted I cut things out of that video, and I did not. So I put the timestamp up, and all of a sudden, it's gone. That's right, Courtney. I'll spill it too, hon. I just don't want to keep going on things if you guys are not interested. We have to have some happy stuff in between, which is why we're going to do streams now. Because I think that's pretty cool. Not a pissy tissue. Oh, I don't know. I know it was awful. Brown-eyed girl, how are you, hon? You come in or listen anytime you want. Yes. Digit, Twisted, Coco. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me Ray in opposite land. Don't you feel like you're that there? And if you ever watch her comment sections, that's all they're doing. Oh, Sammy, that's so awful. That's this, that's that. Okay. Oh, brown-eyed girl, what did you put there? Something terrible? I hope not. So, brown-eyed girl, what are you doing? Are you cooking Thanksgiving? Are you from the U.S. or no? What about Christmas? That's right around the corner now. I don't like it. You're right, Cheryl. You do. You can't call her on anything. Oh. Oh, I thank you, Lady Blue Eyes. Oh, you will be doing the cooking? I know. I'm having my family here. Well, Nosy, a friend of ours, she's having 12. I'm having 8 people over. What are you having? A ton or just your own family? See, I find if you can get certain things done ahead of time, I've learned through the years. I don't blame you. I don't know. The food is good. But you guys celebrate on Christmas, right? With turkey and stuff like that. Hey, brown eyed girl, if you get Mrs. Smith's, you still have to bake them. So really, they are homemade. Haha. But now, yes, that is my picture. It absolutely is. That was taken, let me see. I think it was last year. Oh, Courtney. Who does any of their food ahead of time? I do. Brown eyed girl. I was telling you about Mrs. Smith's pies because I do it. I make the pies the night before, the sweet potatoes the night before, and finally, I do the stuffing the night before. Aw. Oh, thank you, Rudy. Thank you. You know what, Courtney? You make memories, hon, with your family and take pictures and, you know, whatever you guys believe in. Thank goodness for family that you do have around. I miss my mother too a lot. It doesn't matter how much time passes. You know, there's certain times of the year that you really remember and you feel bad. Oh, brown eyed girl, your turkey is going to be cooked when you get it? Oh, don't give me any ideas. My family will be sorely disappointed. Like, yeah, let's buy that turkey well cooked. That would be wonderful. Ah, thank you, Cheryl. That's really sweet. Thanks. So, you guys, like I said, I am going to get off very soon. However, if you all let me know if you're tired of that whole situation with Sammy. If you are, just please feel free to let me know. And if you'd like to do streams like a couple times a week. Oh, okay. Now I'll be thinking about you, brown eyed girl, going, ha ha, she has to cook her turkey too, just like the rest of us. I was a little jealous there. You're not tired of it, Cheryl? No. You, Courtney, a lot of people do that. They'll have a little roast or a ham. I'm lucky I'm doing turkey. I'm not either. I like home style. She is. You're right. You're absolutely right. And she just cannot not call me names. She loves it. I think it tickles her fancy for some reason. Oh geez. Her face. Go ahead, guys. You tell her what happened to her mug. It's not the first time. It won't be the last either. I don't know, really? That's excellent. If they liked it, then why not? If the food was good, this way you don't have to clean, you don't have to be under pressure. Oh, jeez. I know. Brown eyed girl, she looked at my photo and she said I was a fat old lady. That cracked me up. That was amazing. Do you see my picture? I deliberately did that, deliberately due to my work. You can't tell anything about me by that picture. Those of you who've been following me for a long time probably have seen my face. I'll bet it was. I don't know. And you get to, you know, hang out with your company instead of getting this and getting that and making sure everything is okay. And oh, it's just rough. If she only knew how close she was to my age. That is so funny. Oh my goodness. Oh, Rudy, hun. According to her, she was looking for her cat while sleepwalking. And that is a bunch of baloney. That is not true. Screw you, Top Chat. Oh, I have it on live chat, I think. Next time, we have to get some music. We ought to have, like, I don't know, do something special for Christmas. Brown eyed girl said, hey, at least I'm a housewife. Yes. And probably have all those duties too. We don't get to sit around for 11 hours. You know, there are those of us that have to work. I am so lucky. I get to do a lot of things from home now. That's another thing I'm grateful for. Aw. Oh, who cares what's she never tells the truth, Courtney. You can't believe her. You know, if people believe her, they're just like her. So what is even the difference? Cheryl, that's the truth. And anybody who's wearing, trust me, that woman is eating. And when she says she doesn't take her medication, honey, she is not missing her medication. Not certain medication, she's not. Ah, you are a strong girl then, brown eyed girl, getting it done. Getting it done. Sandy Hawkins. How about the singing? All right, guys, you ready? I think I'm going to sing this song. You all ready for a song? Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know. And if you do the same things, you wouldn't notice any big differences. And you would be more apt to defend her actions. Absolutely, Cheryl. 100%. Sandy, I was only kidding, hon. I wouldn't put you guys through that. That would be so unfair. Like coal in your stocking or something. I mean, I think I may sing better than she does, but I wouldn't do it. Hey, Joyce, how are you, hon? We're just chatting around about nothing, everything, anything you want to. Today, I just wanted to do a live stream so I could get used to doing them. And I can see you guys. Oh. Yes, and all get on panel to sing. If I can figure that out, that sounds great. And I'll hope some of you can really sing. No, Courtney, it's truly not. It's a lot of work. Yes, if we all sing together, I don't know, then you won't be able to know I'm not a singer in an alternate world. Oh, Tears in Heaven. I'll click it off. She's not ruining that song for me. Because do you guys know when you get really depressed or down, do you guys do this? We're just like gluttons for punishment. You have to listen to the sad songs. Joyce, that is great. And I listened to Tears from Heaven, and Sammy's like gonna totally ruin it for me. So I just don't listen. I'll cut her off. I can't bear her singing. You love to sing. I don't know, had a good idea, Sandy. We should try to get something going for Christmas. And I'll pretend I'm singing while you all sing. How's that sound? Joyce says, I love that song. Yeah. Yep. Cheryl, it's terrible, isn't it? It's like, oh. Yeah, no, don't. It's really ear piercing. Or you can practice, learning how to read lips and shut the volume off. Well, that's the thing. I don't know is, enthusiasm is perfect and loud. If we're all loud, nobody's going to know which one it really is. And whichever one of you sound really, really good, I'm just going to say it's me. Oh. Oh, Courtney, when your kids are young, they make you or break you most days. But there's nothing better. And trust me, when they're grown, you miss those times. Oh, she calls us stalkers. You know what? She cannot grasp the concept that I will not make a video unless I have the evidence or I tell you it's my opinion. And with her, since she's the way she is, I like to make sure I get the evidence. So you have to watch her. But I can't stand it. What do? They do have babies. I don't know, don't they? They do, they do. Cheryl says, I remember the day Sammy was telling the story about the fire. She really had it going and her daughter walked in. Yeah, I'll bet, Cheryl. I wouldn't doubt that for a single second. Oh, Courtney, you want one more. Do you have any? Of course, you'll be happy with either sex, but do you have any preference? Aw, brown-eyed girl. I'll bet you do. Yes, I don't know. And I caught her. She did say she's just a stupid child. That was terrible. Why say that about her? She had no choice if she was in there. If she had to go to the bathroom, she had to go. Yes, Sandy says, oh my, what I'd give to be that age again. Sandy, really think about that though. Right in the midst of everything, it seems like. See, the pluses when you're a bit older is like now I can work from home, where then I had to, you know, prove myself, so to speak, climb that. I don't know. That's right. She did. And she's not. She just did that because she was flirting and couldn't be bothered with her child. That's exactly why she did that. So that was not very nice. If my mother said that, that would really hurt my feelings. Like, wow, you can talk to a bunch of people online and then call me names. Hey, listen, we all have our things, Sandy. That's just how it is. That's just life. She does appear to have it pretty together, Cheryl. And yes, it is a formative age. And what do you, I don't know, get, teaching her to tell stories and I don't get things from the government. I don't know. When you set the bar low, low is what you get. Set it a little higher, try harder. I'll bet she did love that doll, though. Cheryl, that's the truth. She does all her toys. She does have a lot of toys for a grown elderly woman. I just had to say that. That's right. I don't know. Courtney's right in the middle of all that. And then you have a little baby too, Miss Courtney. You better let me know as soon as that happens. I want to know details, Courtney. Not about how it happened, just if you are. I'm teasing you. You know I gotta tease a girl. Cause you're my girly. Alright, everyone. I unfortunately have to get doing some work done. Wish I didn't, but I do. So listen, guys, I am going to be doing streaming a lot more than I ever have, and I will be glad to have each and every one of you here. And I will see you next time. And I consider you too my friend, Courtney. So I will definitely be talking to you in DMs, Jarlin. All right, everybody. I am heading out. It was great to see you, and I will see you again. Bye, guys.